Good morning. This is John Harder, aka Coins Eagle. You know, there is a frequency in the air. There is something in the air that people all over the world are tuning into. And that frequency is linked to a change that is taking place. Wow, what a change. You know, a few years ago, actually back in 2009, or actually I think the code was written in 2008, but then it kind of came to light in 2009, something different, something different. Many people have caught on to it and tuned into it, and this frequency that's in the air is about to create a tremendous buzz all over the world. People are beginning to talk about it, and people are beginning to tune in. And this thing, this frequency, this electronic phenomenon has already made more millionaires than any other business in the past has. We could think of the Industrial Revolution. It made millionaires. It made, heck, even billionaires. But how many? How many? Not that many, actually. Not that many. Yes, maybe, you know, maybe quite a few, but this phenomenon that is brewing right now, that is right now that people are tuning into, is much, much bigger than any industry ever has been in the world. And it is cryptocurrency. Now, the fact is that only about 2% of humanity have even, you know, heard about cryptocurrency. Maybe heard about Bitcoin. But when you talk about cryptocurrency, most people are still quite in the dark. And when you then say, well, have you heard about Bitcoin? Oh, yeah, I've heard about Bitcoin. Okay, as if it's something that yeah, it's out there, but nobody needs it. It's no good. Nobody has ever, you know, as if it's completely insignificant. You know, do you realize that within the next few years, the cash system, this debt-based cash system that has enslaved humanity, do you realize that it is going to disappear and going to be replaced by cryptocurrency? Well, welcome to the new phenomenon. Welcome to the new world. Well, welcome to the world that opposes the New World Order or Bush's type of New World Order, but instead create massive freedom instead of more enslavement. Listen, there is, right now, there are two phenomenons that are very, very large going on in this world. One is the cryptocurrency, as I already mentioned, that within through 2019, 2020, and 2021 is likely the years where cryptocurrency is going to become the system for payments in the marketplace to pay for goods and services. All right. Now, what about the second one? How about the home-based business? Did you know did you know that many jobs are being lost to artificial intelligence? Well, there's also, on the opposite side of artificial intelligence, there's also infinite intelligence. Infinite intelligence is far more powerful than any artificial intelligence can ever be, and it's on your side. It's on the side of life, on the side of prosperity. It's on the side of peace and love and all the good things in life that people all over the world want. Whereas how should I say, artificial intelligence is a cult of death, which has been ruling the world for many years. The conventional monetary system, because it was controlled by just a few people who were also controlled by a cult. All right, so I don't want to get very deep into that. What I'm more interested in getting into here is how this can really benefit you, okay? How this can really benefit you. Now, how can this benefit you? Well, you see, the home-based business industry is growing like it never has before, because people are looking to the internet in order to create an income. And this is buzzing big because the cryptocurrency is a wide open field for people to make money on the internet. Let me show you how it works, okay? So I'm just gonna share the screen and show you how this can work, and maybe, just maybe it will be the right thing for you to also cash in and actually become wealthy within the next couple of years. And I truly mean wealthy, okay? All right, so let's share the screen here and we'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, do you want profit? Python signals, one business, two opportunities. Opportunity number one, the crypto cycles and trends trading. Why crypto cycles and trends trading? Because it is the most reliable way to make money from the crypto market. It can be done by anyone at any time and start with any amount of money. Imagine how easy this is, that you can start with any amount. I didn't get into crypto nearly right away when I heard about it, and it would have really helped me a lot if I had, okay? But that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Looking back and saying should have, would have, doesn't really help. But what helps is when you find out about it and taking action right away, as opposed to looking back later and regretting and telling yourself, oh shit, I should have gotten into it then, right? Okay, but the opportunity isn't going to be greater. The opportunity isn't going to get any greater than it is right now. Okay, so what is the objective of this? How does it work? Okay, well, you buy low and sell high. It's that simple. It's buy low and sell high. And now as we go through, there are a couple of very critical things that we need to understand. And I have been making quite a few videos where I show how it works to, how the low and high work on in the crypto market, as the trends always go up and they go down, they go up and they go down, okay? And that's where the money is made, all right? But now it sounds extremely simple, and it is actually not complicated, but there are some things we need to understand in order to really use this, okay? So one of those things is to understand the buy and low, cycles and trends, right? So the buy low and sell high is just simply a cycle that you do over and over and over. You buy when the coins are low, and then you sell when the price is high. I'm saying coins are low, I meant the price of the coins are low, is low. Then when the prices are high, then you sell. Before the price goes down, you sell your coin, and you keep your profits, and then you use them again when the prices are low, you buy again, okay? Now, if you're on my channel, on my YouTube channel, you can very easily find some videos where I show the high and low and how that works. All right, but in this here I want to show you what it takes in order to be able to cash in on those highs and lows, because there are a couple of components to this. All right, so the understanding the power of buying low and selling high, we can see some of that right here. So in January of 2017, these here coins, at whatever their prices were in January, the price change, in December, the prices were that much higher. And so you could buy $100 worth of Bitcoin in January and sell it in December for $1,400. You could buy $100 worth of Ethereum and sell it in December at $8,750. You could buy $100 of Litecoin and sell it in December at $5,000. You could buy $100 worth of Monero and sell it at $2,400 in December. And you could also in January buy $100 worth of Dash and sell it at $8,890 in December. All right, now maybe you're thinking, well, I don't want to be making a bunch of investment and wait a whole year to make this money. I did a video yesterday where I showed a period of 5 months where I took a specific coin and in a period of 5 months, just cashing in, and not even on all of the highs and lows, because I kind of skipped over the smaller ones and used the ones that were a little bigger, and then some of the ones that were very big, because sometimes there are spikes that we call them spikes, and where it really goes up high and then quickly comes down far. Well, there's this component where you buy it when it's low, and then you sell it when it's high. And as the video that I made yesterday, there in a period of about 5 months, I turned $100, just $100, into $300,000 in less than 6 months, I believe it was. Okay, just by following the highs and lows of one particular coin. Okay, now, okay, so that is very, very significant. Now, not all of the coins are necessarily going to go up and down that much. But let me show you how this works as we go through here further, all right? So obviously, as I already mentioned, there is a critical component to this. And one of the most critical things that is necessary is to know when the prices are going to be high and when they're going to be low. Because when you're guessing, you're doing this. You know, you can cross your fingers and hope for the best all you want. But if you have no idea where the lows and highs are, then you can only gamble. And gambling, remember one thing about gambling: the house always wins, okay? You see people lining up at a counter in a convenience store to buy tickets, to buy, you know, tickets to win that big one. You know, some people have been buying these tickets for years, and maybe they won a couple of dollars here and there, but they're still hoping to win that big one. Well, why buy tickets when you can just go ahead and get that big one and get that big one yourself instead of spending the money and then hoping that you're going to get it, right? You see, the point is that when you know this question, when you have the answer to this $1 million question in the cryptocurrency market, you can make a lot of profits. You can make a lot of money. You really can, okay? So let's look at how do we get this answer? Well, Marius Landman, through Python signals. Now, how, you know, who is Marius? What's, you know, what makes him so trustworthy, or how can we trust that any of this is true? Well, Marius here, he's been working for institutions, for companies like global companies, okay? And because he has developed an algorithm that is able to project a future outcome by using data from the past, okay, surrounding circumstances and events. And then this way, you can project what the future is going to be, you know, what future events, okay? Well, in 2015, he plugged that system into the cryptocurrency market. And it has yielded tremendous results because it is able to project the future prices of the coins with amazing accuracy, okay? And that's what makes this system so powerful. Even in the bear market in 2018, between January to July, he still pulled out 518% profit. This is a very powerful software that Python Signals is providing, and we, as subscribers to Python Signals, we get access to that data and use it to do our trading, to buy low and sell high. So we know when the lows and highs are going to be. Or it's not 100% accurate all the time exactly when it's going to be, okay? But it is very accurate as to how high it's going to be and how low it's going to be. And in most cases also very, very close as to when it will be, all right? Now let's look at, here's what happened. Remember in 2017 when Bitcoin, first time Bitcoin went up to $20,000, while the Wall Street was using the news media to tell people to buy Bitcoin, it's going to the moon, it's going to go very, very high, right? Well, what Marius Landman, he was telling his subscribers, pull out your profits at 19,500 because the price is coming back down. Many of his subscribers pulled out their profits at 19,500, whereas the rest of us, we went over the cliff. Most of us not knowing, and of course, many people were listening to the news media who also apparently didn't know. Okay, so that's how powerful this data is in helping you to trade and to become an intelligent asset allocator, okay? All right, so think about that. What would it be worth to you to have this kind of knowledge? Now, I mentioned a bit earlier that a coin, that I followed a coin, and this was in 2018, if I remember correctly. I'd have to watch the video to make sure, or go back to the chart and make sure that it may have been 2017 that the coin prices, because I was using past data. The video was only to show what's possible, okay? Now, but however, I owned that coin for some time before, okay, before that, but I didn't have access to Python signals, or actually Python signals didn't exist at the time, or I would have that money right now, okay? So that's what I'm talking about. You may say, what money? Well, the money that from the trading on of that coin that I was talking about, where I turned $100 into 300,000. Okay, so you can watch the video on my channel. Now, okay, so that is the power. That's the power. That's the amount. That's the kind of money that is available to be made right now in the cryptocurrency space. Okay, so what does it take to get your hands on that kind of data? Well, you have to become a subscriber of Python Signals. That's it. And you can come in where you fit in, okay? Because we have, there's 4 different packages available, and there is a 5th package that may or may not be available. I haven't heard whether we're sold out or not. So it might no longer be available, but then also it might still be. So and right now would be a good time to find out. All right, so the 4 packages that are available are the silver package for $50. It covers 30 days access. And there's the gold package for $150, which covers 90 days access. Then there's the platinum package, which is $250, covers 180 days access, which is 6 months, which is actually a $50 savings between the gold and the platinum, if you notice that. And then there's the Galaxy 500, which is which is $500. So the Platinum is $250, 180 days access. And the Galaxy 500 it covers 1 year access, okay? Not 15 months as it says here, because that has now expired. So it gives you 1 year access at $500 a year, all right? Okay, so the Silver pack pays 6 levels deep at 24% in the matrix. The Gold pack pays 9 levels deep at 36% in the matrix. The Platinum packs pays 12 levels deep at 48% in the matrix, and the Galaxy package pays 18 levels at 65.5% in the matrix. Then, over and above the matrix payout, there is also a 10% direct referral bonus when you refer people yourself to Python Signals using your affiliate link, all right? Okay, so, and if the lifetime package is still available, if you can still get it for $1,000, it pays 15% direct referral bonus, okay? All right, so let us have a look at what exactly you get with the packages, because you get Marius's timely trading report for the top 40 cryptos, okay? So this isn't just following Bitcoin. There are a whole bunch of other cryptos, but it does the top best performing cryptos, okay, that it follows and gives you the prices in about the, and the data packages you get. And these data packages, they become available in your Python Signals back office, where you can download them in PDF file, and then you can check out all the prices, make your decisions on what coins you want to buy, and how you want to allocate your assets, okay? So Python Signals does not do any trading for you. As I know, there are programs that do the trading for you. I've been in several of them, which actually they all just disappeared without me ever making any money. And I've found that that has been the experience for many people, okay? Well, here, the difference, here that is much difference. Python Signals does not take your money and trade with it or anything. So you ain't gonna lose your money, all right? What Python Signals does provide you with the data so you can trade on your own, at your own discretion, all right? So, and you get private Zoom meetings with Marius and team, email notifications whenever there's a data update, and also 5.1 million annual income roadmap. Now let us take a closer look at that. Opportunity number 2, the revenue share plan, the 5.1 million annual income roadmap. All right, so what are our guidelines at Python Signals here in order to get paid? Well, we don't have a bunch of loops and hoops that you have to jump through. There is no amount of volume that you have to have in the one leg and the volume in the other leg, and referrals in the one leg and referrals in the other leg. Nothing of that. We don't have any of that. But you have to be a subscriber. When you're a subscriber with Python Signals, any of those packages, you are then automatically become an affiliate of Python Signals, and you automatically then qualify to get paid. Now, what does that mean to get paid? Well, let's put it this way. As I mentioned, there is a direct referral bonus if you refer people to Python Signals yourself, okay? Now, when you do that, you are then putting people in your matrix under you, and you get paid a 10% direct referral bonus plus whatever the matrix payout is, okay? Now, we will take a closer look at the matrix table, but first let's understand what we have here, okay? So we have, Python Signals has a 2 by 18 matrix, okay, that you become part of, or that you get, you know, that's part of the pay plan. As the people that, or the person that referred you and people above that person, as they build their matrix, well, that will trickle into your matrix. Now, of course, you have the liberty to refer people yourself and build your own matrix and get a 10% extra pay. But even if you don't, these people, as those people build their matrix from above you, it will spill over into your matrix, and then you get paid from those people when they buy their subscriptions that have come into your matrix from the people above you building their matrix. I hope that makes sense to you. And then as the people that are in your matrix, as they pick up the pace and build their matrix, that can end up completely filling your matrix without ever having referred anybody. And you can get paid on the entire matrix without you having actually had anything to do with it, except that you have a subscription. Now, as it says here, you don't have to refer people directly in order to earn, okay? And all your earnings, they're paid daily in Bitcoin or a cryptocurrency. I believe it's only Bitcoin, but it may also now be in other cryptos. I'm not sure. And but we'll just call it Bitcoin for now, because it's not in US dollars or anything, because it's in cryptocurrency that you get paid. All right. All right, so let us take a closer look at the matrix then. So here is the matrix table. I'm just going to load a page here that I want to have a look at yet, okay? Okay, so now let us take a look at the matrix table here to understand the matrix, what it actually looks like, okay? So this is the roadmap to 5.1 million annual income, okay? Here is the roadmap, and it's a 18 months roadmap, okay? Now it's based on the idea that you have a Galaxy 500 package and refer 2 people, and everybody does the same. And so, and it says here 3 months free subscription, but as I mentioned earlier, that it is no longer a 15. You know, the Galaxy 500 package doesn't cover 15 months anymore. That was only available during pre-launch. And so as of January 10th, 2019, the 3 months extra has expired. All right, so, but now it's a yearly, all right, and so we have, let's understand this table then. Or let's just actually look at this first, because if you took 18 months, if it took you 18 months, so what's the idea? That it takes you 1 month to get 2 people, and each one of them, it takes them 1 month to get 2 people. Excuse me. And every person in the entire matrix took 1 month to find 2 people, to refer 2 people with their referral link, okay? Can you think of 2 people that that you could show this to that would, you know, that would be interested in trading and making money? Well, that's what it's based on, all right? Now, of course, is it going to work out like that? Not necessarily, because some people are going to refer, you know, hundreds of people, and others aren't going to refer anybody. So in the end, it still works out, okay, one way or another. Now, when we look at this table itself, so the first column are the levels. The second column are the percentages per level. The third column is how many subscriptions are sold in each level. The fourth column is the amount of pay on each level. And finally, the fifth column is the total matrix payout on each level, all right? So let us take a closer look at how exactly does that actually play out when you are in the matrix and with a package as a subscriber, okay? So now, if you were a silver member, you'd be getting paid on 6 levels, as we also look at the packages. Remember that 6 levels on the silver pack would pay you 6 levels. Well, that would make you a total yearly income of $2,250. Now, the gold package, it pays 9 levels, which would give you a yearly income of $18,250. The platinum package gives you, or pays 12 levels, which would make you an income of $146,250. And the Galaxy package pays on all 18 levels, which would make you $5,102,410 yearly residual income. All right. So now, what would make it that, like, why wouldn't you have? How do I say this? Why wouldn't there be like many thousands of silver members in the matrix, right? Because I mean, after all, that is only $50 a month. Well, the thing is, here's what makes it almost a guarantee that every person will actually buy the Galaxy 500. Maybe not at first. Maybe many of them are going to come in at 50. But then as the matrix builds and they, you know, down to the 7th and 8th and 9th level, they'll be missing out on so much commission that they're going to notch it up to the higher level, okay? And still, as the matrix keeps building, you know, beyond the 12th level to 14, 15, and 16, they're going to be missing out on far more commissions than what the price, you know, than what the Galaxy 500 package costs. And so it only makes sense that they will upgrade to the Galaxy level so that they can get paid on all 18 levels. All right. So that is basically how this pay plan works. And of course, I showed you how the trading part works as well. Now, I want to just go to the website and show you the website. And of course, the homepage is kind of the same there as the. So here, there is all of the information. There's much information on the website here that, you know, and these are the owners. These are the founders of the company. There is Gavin Victor. He is the administration. And then Marius Landman, he's our data analyst, okay? And then we have Ajoki. Anakiri, I'm not quite sure how you pronounce his first name, but he's our marketing director. Okay, so these gentlemen, and if you're an internet marketer or have been for a while, like I have been now for 17 years about, okay, and you've seen these websites online that have these bots that do the trading and all that, and you've probably, if you've been involved with those sites, you probably already realize that there is no owner you can get a hold of. You have no idea who the owners are, nor where they live. There's no communication with them, and stuff like that. Uh, and the next thing, after those sites are up for a few months, and they have, they create a huge buzz, and then thousands of people join and put money in. Next thing, they're gone. Okay, so there's a huge difference between that kind of a site of a so-called online business to what we're doing. Okay, because we're in communication with these guys. All right, so these guys, we know where they live. We're in communication with them, and so they're not. This isn't going to just disappear. These guys are here for the purpose of helping the you and me kind of person to really cash in on this massive phenomenon that we're in right now, where the entire world is changing over to crypto from the old debt-based monetary system. Okay, now if you'd like to learn more about when you hear me use the term debt-based and you're wondering what is this guy talking about, there's a book that you could download and read, or you can buy it in the bookstore. Doesn't matter. It's called Creature from Jekyll Island. It'll explain everything to you in case you have no idea how the monetary system works, the banking system that we now have. All right, so and there's also, you can also look up Hidden Secrets of Money. You can look that up on YouTube, and also it'll explain it as well. All right, so just so that you can find information about when I use the term debt-based monetary system, or conventional banking or whatever. All right, so these guys, they have at heart to help humanity. All right, and notice what it says here under Marius Landman. Follow the strategy of an experienced trader and analyst who has achieved more than 500% returns to date in 2018, whilst in a bear market, and achieved close to incredible 7,000% during 2017. Okay, that's the kind of percentage you can make in this market. All right. Okay, but with trading, and then of course the pay plan I showed you as well, right? Okay, thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. And if you're watching this and you're saying, well, that's not for me, you know what? I want to wish you all the best and whatever it is you're doing, and thank you for watching. However, if you see the benefits of this and you say, well, yes, I want to get involved, I want to get started, then use the link below to get started, and contact me if you have any questions, and let's get you started to make lots of money. All right. Thank you so much for watching.